Whether to localize the global ERP system or invest in a local solution is a question that frequently arises when companies are either entering a country in Asia for the first time or when they are growing rapidly and need a new solution that fits their expansion. Either way, the answer will really depend on the nature of the local entity. For subsidiaries or offices that are maybe a cost center for the group or global headquarters, a local ERP or accounting software plus an expense management app would be sufficient. It would be easier for the local employees to adopt both a simple system and the expense approval workflow. Internal control can also be easily managed through the expense application. Costs could be kept relatively low with this setup. On the other hand, for the companies that have a number of products or service items to manage, it is recommended they localize the group ERP system. In general, those companies will have frequent intercompany sales orders or purchase orders. Using one ERP system could eliminate the double entry of the order transactions in two different systems. This, in turn, reduces the complexity of the reconciliation process and your auditor's job. But perhaps most importantly, it also provides more transparency to the management team who are generally not based locally. They will be able to have a real-time understanding of their operations and make timely critical decisions. An ERP implementation can be challenging to carry out in Asia, especially if the implementation team does not have the experience doing so in those countries or jurisdictions before. There are three main factors that need to be considered to carry out the process as smoothly as possible. The most important factor to be considered is understanding local requirements, especially from the compliance perspective, as early as possible. For instance, can the ERP system even accommodate local regulations and ensure compliance? The second factor to consider is your project team and what resources can be allocated to the project. Generally speaking, the ERP team includes an executive sponsor, a project manager, and representatives from all the departments who will use the system. However, when extending an ERP to Asia, the group finance team also needs to work with the local team closely to ensure the consolidation requirements can be well designed. In most cases, even though you may have an ERP partner or in-house ERP team overseas, you may also need an ERP consultant who really understands local regulations. They can help fill any knowledge gap while also providing support during training and knowledge transfer steps. A great grasp of English would be highly beneficial to facilitate that exchange with the group finance team and make sure all their reporting requirements are met in the implemented ERP. The third and last factor relates to the business processes. In general, the local ERP entity should follow the same or similar operational processes of the group to maximize corporate compliance and compatibilities. The exceptions are where adjustments become needed to comply with the local compliance requirements. There will be certain specific processes, for instance, China VAT invoice issuance, that will require a local process and integration to be designed separately. To summarize, while it is challenging to do, localizing a group ERP system can greatly benefit businesses that want to increase transparency and efficiency with a scalable system. By engaging an experienced and reliable local partner from the ERP planning stage, the project has a higher chance of rolling out successfully and quickly. It is important for business to look for the outside party that knows local regulations, can efficiently communicate with the local and group finance team, and is familiar with the process and details local teams may miss. These traits can all facilitate the process, particularly in Asia, where language and culture barriers exist and benefit both local and global stakeholders of the organization who all seek to improve the systems that their company operates on.